The inspiring story of the unsung Bikaji Kama. The reason why I chose Bikaji Kama to tell about in this presentation of mine is before getting to know about her through the internet, even I had no knowledge about her and her contribution to the Indian freedom struggle. I believe she was a very strong independent woman freedom fighter of India, and telling everyone about her would be a great pleasure. Being a Dalit, we never had much idea of Bikaji Kama being a freedom fighter. The only thing we knew about it was that it was a place in Delhi known for its popular restaurants. Later did we realize that she was such a great lady. Kaji Kama was definitely one of the most fierce freedom fighters of the early days who fearlessly fought in the forefront for the freedom of our country. Bikaji Kama was born to a rich Parsi family on the 24th of September 1861. Being born into a privileged family, she had access to good English education. However, Kama was a rebel and nationalist from a very young age and never missed a chance of speaking highly about her country in all available forums. On 3rd of August 1885, Bikaji was married off to Rustamji Kama, a well-known wealthy pro-British lawyer, but her married life did not go as well as she wished. Mr. Kama was a British lover who supported their rule and claimed they were doing good for the country, and Madam Bikaji Kama was very vocal about the exploitation of the British. Since her marriage life was not very fruitful, she started putting all her effort and time towards social work and helping the unprivileged. In 1896, a deadly plague broke out in the presidency of Bombay. Hundreds were dying, and Bikaji Kama, along with several other volunteered to save the plague victims. Bikaji Kama herself was diagnosed with plague, and though she recovered, she couldn't get back her health, and she was very ill. Thus, she was asked to go to Europe for better medical services, and she left in 1902. In London, Bikaji met well-known Indian nationalists Shyamji Verma and Dadabhai Naroji, then president of the Indian National Congress British Committee. Bikaji became Naroji's secretary, and in February 1905, both of them lent their support to the founding of Shyamji Verma Indian Home Rule Society. While in London, Bikaji also delivered fiery speeches advocating Indian independence and freedom at London's Hyde Park. We got a sense of her strident views on independence in the slogan she coined for herself: "The resistance to tyranny is obedience to God." Bikaji Kama started publishing booklets that were patriotic and were liberal on her views of the British government in India. She was a believer in non-violence, but she argued to resist unjustified violence and asked her people to rebel against it. Through her publications, she always made sure to let know one slogan in all her publications: "March forward, we are for India, India is for Indians." Madam Kama also funded revolutionaries in and out of India. Within a few years, the British started getting enough of Kama's revolutionism against them in their own country that they thought of executing her. Bikaji Kama was hinted about the same, and she had to escape